So I just finished, well, not just, but I was rewatching the videos that I had filmed earlier this week. But I finished doing the other 10 cold calls. So in total, I did 25 cold calls today. Not the best batch. Couldn't even sell a single meeting. But the thing is, most of the people that I called had no response. It was either directly sent to voicemail or they had a AI system in place. And I feel like for those that I'm calling that get sent straight to voicemail, those are the people that essentially what I'm selling would offer the most. But whenever I do have the chance to pitch, um, I they either just hang up immediately or they don't take the offer. Like like they don't take the offer seriously. So that's why I think I might try a different script, something that isn't as salesy, I guess, because I feel like the one that I'm using, the Josh Garnett script, is outdated, and I feel like it's been overused by a bunch of sales people and cold callers in general. So I think I definitely will be trying a different cold calling script, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this week of simply just doing cold calls as my form of outreach, and if I don't manage to get a single meeting, I think I'm gonna try to do I think I'm gonna have to ramp it up to 50 cold calls a day because I did do 25 today, but I feel like I might have the time to do 25 during school and 25 after school. Right now, I have the numbers here. I called 10 and not about, I called two and two people answered out of the 10. So that's just to show you the the conversion rate, or not conversion rate, but like the rate of call per answer. So out of 10, two answers, so that's a 20% answer rate, which is god awful. And out of those two, I essentially can't even pitch since one of them told me that I asked them, "Am I? Is this a bad time?" And they were assholes about it. They were like, "It's 6 p.m. on a Friday. What do you think?" Like, all right, well, and she just hung up. I didn't even have the time to counter argue that. So, yeah, wasn't too good of an experience. And in the morning, I did 15 in the morning during school, which is the ones I recorded. I recorded about six cold calls, but I ended up doing like 10 more. And yeah, they weren't too good either. Uh, I think about five, six people maybe answered on that one, so that was a higher conversion rate, but I feel like the time was earlier. Right now, I'm not gonna do any more cold calls since it's already 7 p.m. So it's if I do get a response, they're gonna be complete douches about it, and I'm not gonna be able to even close a meeting, which is essentially what I've been trying to do, but for some reason I can't even do that. So, it's so annoying. So I do definitely think I'm gonna do from 30 to 50 cold calls a day starting next week. I might do some tomorrow just to get some reps in. But essentially, if I don't manage to close any meetings next week, I do think I'm gonna have to get start refereeing again or getting another part-time job so that I can get some income, so that I can essentially put that income into starting to sign some virtual assistants that can help me with doing mass DM outreach to clients. So I think that's definitely something that I'm gonna have to play with if I don't manage to get a single meeting with cold calls. Which I told myself, I know I told myself, well, not, I didn't promise, but I told myself that I was gonna manage to sign a client with cold calls. But I feel like, I guess I haven't really done too many reps, so I guess that is something that's excusable. That's why I'm gonna give myself this next week to do 30 to 50 cold calls a day. And if I don't manage to get a single meeting in, I'm not even looking for a sale, just a single meeting. I'm definitely gonna be doing the cold DM outreach because essentially with that, the problem with cold calls right now is that school essentially cuts my time super short for the amount of time that I can do cold calls. I have about 30 minutes to do cold calls during school because during the other classes, since I actually have to do work and the teachers won't let me leave the classroom, I can't do cold calls in the classroom. Trust me, it's not an option. And after school, I can get some cold calls in, but since it's already late, most companies do not respond because it's usually after closing hours. Since I usually call them like at 6. So I feel like if that is the case, I definitely will be doing the other DM outreach, Instagram DM outreach. And also, I've been thinking about changing my offer. I've already changed it. I've gone through so many offers. I started with a guaranteed 20 leads. Then I changed it to a web design. Okay, well, the web design, I didn't, either of those offers, I didn't really have the chance to offer them since I wasn't really outreaching to companies. But the 20 20 leads is essentially it's a bad offer. There's offers, way better offers out there. The appointment booking offers is the most, I'm gonna say, popular one right now because it's essentially a good offer, but the thing is it's being saturated. Like when it first started about 6, 7 months ago, it was an extremely good offer. Like the if you got lucky during that time and you started with that offer, you essentially definitely signed a lot of clients because it's essentially a super niche off. Well, it was essentially a super niche offer that stood out because during that time it was I'll get you a certain amount of leads a month, and if I don't, money back guarantee. But during that, it was nah, screw the leads. I'm gonna get you appointments booked in your calendar, and if I don't get you a certain amount of appointments booked into your calendar, then I'll give you money back. So it was essentially you stood out. And another thing that I don't essentially go for those type of offers to start is essentially because I know Iman's talked about d getting contractors and media buyers to do the work for you, but for me, I feel like if I don't understand my offer and what it is that I'm doing, I feel like there's no point of offering it because my sales, since I'm the one that's going to be doing the sales process, or at least to start off, I'm not going to be able to essentially explain what it is that I do. So I feel like that's definitely something that I've thought about, but mm, I feel like I'll definitely keep trying the Miscall text back system offer for now because I feel like I lose patience too quickly, and I feel like if I don't see results in a week, I want to change everything, and I feel like I need to stick to something and essentially experiment with it. I saw somebody talk about that to like he spoke about trying something for like a month, and if it doesn't work, then change it. And I feel like I've been changing things too quickly and not necessarily giving my hypothesis enough time. I guess I haven't been giving my hypothesis an experiment for a certain amount of time, which essentially leads to me wanting to change the hypothesis to something else when I haven't even let the experiment cool down and I haven't like fully gone through the experiment. I try to use a same like a metaphor. It wasn't too good. So I feel like I got my point across though. Essentially, I need to give what I'm trying more time to see if it actually works or not, before trying to change it to something else. So that's definitely something that I need to be more relaxed with. So I think I'm gonna end the video here since I already have another 8 minutes in the first part, which is just cold calls, which I think I'm gonna put that at the end of the video since it's really not too important. It wasn't even cold calls. It was me just dialing and three people picked up. Terrible. So I'll put that at the end of the video and I'll start off with this. So thanks for watching, and here's the cold calls. If you want to watch them, don't watch them. They're ass. I'll be recording more of those. Anyways, thank you. Alright, so again, I'm here in school, but this time I'm gonna record myself doing a couple cold calls. I'm not gonna record all of them because I don't want to take up too much space, but I'm gonna record some. Probably gonna be terrible, but we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna start dialing.
calling Cutter's Landscaping, Austin's go-to landscape design and build company. Please press 1 to speak to a member of our staff. Thanks and have...
Alright, so they already have a system in place that's actually professional, so I'm going to put professional system. So essentially my offer would be pointless. 454-4600. Newcastle Homes. I guess I'm not gonna answer.
Hello, you have reached Newcastle Homes. Please leave a message and...
Yeah, no response. Oop, that's 4. I'm gonna do 10 right now, and I'll do 10 later. They're pledging allegiance right now, but I'm not gonna stand up. I'm gonna do this. 243 6508. Yeah, 6508. So I'm gonna record these 2 more cold calls, and then I'm gonna finish the video later. So this is Olsen Defendorf. What the hell? The hell? It's not dialing, so
You have reached Olsen Defendorf Custom Homes. We are unable to take your call.
no response again. Let's do another 215 2120 2120. Again, no response. Alright, well, I guess I'll do one more, and then I'll stop the video. I have done 1, 2, 3. I've done 5 so far, so 5 more right now, and I'll do another 5 later. I do think I'm gonna have to try other forms of outreach, because cold calling sucks. 13. I also told my copywriter to make me a new script, because this one is, I feel like it's outdated.
Hi, you have reached Violet Crow. We are currently helping another customer...
Straight to voicemail. Alright, well. Fucking hell. No luck again. So, I guess I'll continue the video later. Now, actually, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna do one more. Just to see if I can get a response. 200 4244. This is Longwood Post.
This is Chris.
Hey Chris, this is Moses from Novad. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a cold call, so I do have something that can pitch your business. Would you like to hang up now, or could you give me 30 seconds and then you can decide?
What is it for?
I was looking at your listings on Google, and I do see that you guys do pool improvement. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So we actually help pool companies with a client nurturing system with a missed call text back system off. Whoop. All right, that was terrible. Fucking hell. That was probably the worst cold call that I've had. hang up because of how shit it was. Jesus Christ. That actually sucked. Alright, you know what? I have to do one more. I'm gonna delete this one. I completely killed that script. Jesus Christ. Couldn't even spit the script out on that one. Well, we'll move on. 206 519 Alright, so we're gonna do this one last call. Hopefully I can actually follow the fucking script this time. Blue Bay Home Builders.
The number you've dialed is not in service. Please check the number and dial again. Or dial 611 for customer assistance. Message, HN.
Well, number doesn't exist, I guess. Oh, I guess this is the actual last one. Response or no response. 909 9090. Right.
Thank you for calling Richard Martin. If you know your party's 3-digit extension, you may dial it at any time. If you are inquiring about renovating or building a new home or would like to speak with Chris Risher, press 1.
Alright, so they already have a system in place, so it's gonna be invade this system. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've done 10 cold calls so far. And the first one that I didn't record was got off. Well, it was not as bad as the last one that I did, but they did say no. I did somewhat follow the script, but they were nice about it. They told me that they didn't want to waste my time and that they weren't interested, so I guess I'll continue this later. Cold calling sucks ass, but as I'm starting, I feel like it's definitely necessary, but I do think I'm going to try other ways of doing outreach. I think I might try the Instagram DMs, and I'm going to probably try to hire some VAs, because hiring a cold calling team is going to take too much time, and it's going to require more of an investment. So yeah, well, I'll continue this later.